I got some signed books and some regular books that I sent out to get graded from the Motor City Comic Con. And I'm going to show all the books I picked up in the month of August on New Comic Book Day. So let's check it out. My Comics Closet. Hey, this is my Comics Closet. I'm Lynn. Thanks for checking me out here. I'm going to show all the books I picked up in August. I'm kind of behind on my videos. I've been doing some stuff up north. I've got a lot of stuff going on around here. So I haven't done my weekly New Comic Book Day pickup videos. But anyway, I'm going to show all the books. These are all my books that are in my pull box, actually for the 3 weeks before this. Then I've got this week's books here, plus all the stuff I pulled out on my own. I'm going to show here from the Discerning Reader rack. Pink, but anyway, so I'm going to show all these books here. Actually, I'm going to take pictures of these as I kind of read through the list of what I pick up and show those so I can kind of speed it up here. Then I'll show the Discerning Reader books. And then I got a box over here back from CBCS that I had signed and witnessed from Lockwood's Loot when I was at the Motor City Comic Con, which was in May, I believe. Yeah. I forget what date exactly. I think I got it here. Hold on, let me look. Motor City Comic Con was May 18th. So, first I just wanted to say something. I don't know if anybody watches Very Gary comics. If you watch comic book content, you probably watch some of Very Gary's videos. And actually, he's kind of one of the first guys I saw doing comic videos. So he's kind of my inspiration to do this. He just makes it look easy. Does a great job at it. Doesn't do anything crazy. He gives out a lot of information, which I'm hoping to do down the road here once I'm not working full-time, which he is working full-time, but I got to get it together. But anyway, he put a video out where I had to leave Terrificon early, which I went to Terrificon 2 years in a row, I guess, and first year after the pandemic. And I met him, Gary. He was a really nice guy. Him and his dad runs his booth. I bought some stuff on him from Whatnot. But he said he had a medical issue and had to leave, and he had to have surgery. So I don't want to go into all the details. You can get it from him. Sound like what we used to call pleurisy, which was like a separation from your lung wall. And I don't understand it. I've never had it. I think my dad had it once and had to have something done to take care of it. But anyway, I'd like wish Very Gary to get well soon and good luck on it. And him and his family, we got you in our prayers. So just take it easy, Gary, and we'll get with you when you get back on. So, and all you other YouTubers out there, I like to watch a lot of different YouTube guys. So Gary was like one of the first ones that I really got into. And then I decided to start doing my own here. And they are going to get better, I hope. But anyway, so from that, the first thing I was going to talk about was the Clausen Comic Book and Toy Show, which is next Saturday, September 7th. Today is August 30th. Yeah, Friday the 30th. I'm heading up north after I do this video, so I don't know when I'll get this out. Try to get it out early next week. But anyway, it's at the Knights of Columbus Hall. It's on Main Street, Clausen, Michigan. Special guest Rob Dale, who does a comic price guide fanzine. That's run by Marty Herchik. You can always check him out on YouTube. He puts this show together, and he does the Detroit Comic Book Show. And he's a dealer at a lot of the local shows. He's always got a great booth, a great selection, and he does good deals with you. Just talk to him. So there's that one. All right, and then coming up is, if I have these in the right order here, let me get these all out before I drop them. That's the Clausen show. All right. I think I've shown this once, if I can get it out of here. It's a little piece of paper. Let's go in order here if I can. Well, now this is the last one that I'm going to be showing, actually, the Great Lakes Comic Con, which is at the Macomb Expo Center in Warren, Michigan. It's on 12 Mile Road. And that's February 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 2025. They also have the Great Lakes Comic Expos, which I think the next one's coming up on October 12th, 2024. And those are just smaller versions. Actually, it's all comics. It's at the Trinity Lutheran Church and School in Clinton Township, Michigan, on Harper Avenue. That's always a good show, too. And then coming up September 13th and 14th in 2 weeks, which I'll probably be up north because it's getting close to hunting season. I got to get ready. But it's the Monroe Comic Con. It's in Monroe, Michigan. What's the date? Oh, 13th and 14th, right? It's going to have celebrity guests. Tom Morga, who looks like he's in some horror stuff. I'm not sure. He looks familiar. Clint Howard, who was in a lot of movies. He's Ron Howard's brother. You know, the director Ron Howard, Opie Cunningham, right? Opie Taylor from Mayberry and Richie Cunningham from Happy Days. But this is his brother. I think he was on Happy Days. Got a picture of him dressed up as a Klingon from one of the Star Trek movies, I'd say. And then Linda Young. Looks like she's done some voice work and some anime type stuff. So anyway, the Monroe Comic Con, and here I have Joker and Friends comic book show, Sunday, October 5th, on Jefferson Avenue in St. Clair Shores. So I doubt I'll be at that, October 5th. I'm opening, that's early weekend of bow hunting. Now I'll be up north. But you can go to JokerFriendsComicShow.com for more information. And then there's the Grand Rapids Comic Con, which is also on November 15th through the 17th, 2024. November 15th is opening day of the gun season. So I will be up hunting for that. But this is at the DeVos Place in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You go to www.grcomiccon.com. They've got a bunch of guests, a bunch of stuff. You know, I'll go through that more when it gets closer down the road. And there's also, which I will be trying to go to, is the Motor City Comic Con. I think that's the weekend before the 15th. I forget the exact date. Maybe it was the 8th. But anyway, there's the save the date thing. You can check that out. I will be trying to get to that unless something happens. So we're going to show these books I picked up from my LCS in Rochester Hills. That's Comics Corner. They also have a store in Fraser. Check out Danny P's Instagram page. He'll let you know what's coming up each week on New Comic Book Day as far as new releases. And if you join the Collectors Club, the Comics Corner Collectors Club, you get 25% off all your new comics, and you get a discount on pretty much everything in the store. So check out Comics Corner for all your comic book needs. That's where I've been going for over 30 years. So before we go on farther, though, I think we should do the dad joke. So let me see what I got here. I'm going to pull the totally embarrassing dad joke cards off the top of the deck my wife got me for Christmas. I don't know what these are. I haven't read them. So we'll see what it does. Who was the most popular Roman emperor mouse? Julius Caesar. I think we guessed that, right? Why do cats smell good? Because they wear so much perfume. And when does Sean Connery arrive at Wimbledon? Oh, about 10-ish. 10-ish. Anyway. So, there's those again. Pew! We're going at it. All right, so I'm going to show these books I got from Comics Corner on New Comic Book Day, but they're all up here already. So I'm just going to run through what they are, and there should be a shot over here of them. First thing is, this Uncanny X-Men #1. These are all from 8/7, the 7th of August, New Comic Book Day. You got, X-Men #1, and then you got Avengers 17, and then Incredible Hulk 15, Wolverine Deep Cuts #2, Venom War 1 of 5, Spider-Man Reign 2, #2, and then there are some non-Marvel books, which is The Scorched, you can see there, #32, and then Gunslinger, the Gunslinger Spawn, of 34, and then the very end, looks like you're about to fall out of there, Walking Dead Deluxe, number 94, which are just reprints of Walking Dead, the original Walking Dead series, but they're in color. And then we're going to show what I picked up real quick from the Discerning Reader rack for this week. So, first thing I got was this Misery image book tied into the Spawn universe. Misery 3 of Form. And then I got this Cruel Universe number 1. It's an EC book. And then this is a Mad Cave books called Kosher Mafia number 1. And then there is a Dark Horse book called Prodigy, Slaves of Mars. I think this is number 1 also, yes. Yeah, I haven't got any of these. Actually, I picked this up, which I don't think it's not in the Discerning Reader rack, but it's in the rack, which I think I was playing before. It's right across from the Marvel rack, and it's got, I think it's all stuff that's related to TV, movies, you know, maybe novels. Most of it's related to movies, so I got Space Ghost number 4. I haven't looked at any of these, but I used to like to watch Space Ghost cartoons when I was a kid. I know he had the talk show, kind of a talk show parody. It was on for a while. So anyway, that's everything I got on the 7th of August on New Comic Book Day. So now let's move to the 14th, which, and that's all down here. I thought I had these up. I got them up in a different order. But anyway, I have this Immortal Thor, number 18, if you can see that. And then Fantastic Four, number 23. Vengeance of the Moon Knight, number 8. X-Men 2. Wolverine Annual, number 1. This is Wolverine, number 4. Venom, number 36, part of the Venom War. Amazing Spider-Man, number 55. Which the last Amazing Spider-Man 55 was the one with those Gleason covers, right? I've got all those. And then there's Miles Morales Spider-Man Annual, number 1. And then the Spider Society, number 1. Enter the Spider-Versers. And then Spider-Boy 10, where he's versus the Spider-Verse. And then non-Marvel books that were in my box. Oh, The Werewolf by Night, which I grabbed. It's the red band, which is the blood-spattered cover, but they're in a poly bag. Oh, and I also got the Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8 facsimile there, which is pretty cool. I've got 2 copies of that, graded. One is a 9.6 newsstand signed by Jim Shooter, and the other is a 9.4 direct edition. But anyway, so now there are some books here that I got from the Discerning Reader rack, which is Ahoy Comics, Babs, number 1, which is written by Garth Ennis. So that sounds interesting. Kindle's alerting me. And then this is a Titan book called High on Life. And then a Dark Horse book called High on Life 3. And then a Dark Horse book called Kill All Immortals, number 2. Oh, and then there's Geiger 5. And there were, well, at least 2 covers. I got the 2 covers I had there. Get these out of the way. Oh, and this is another Dark Horse book. These are image books, Geiger. Dark Horse book called it's just called Unbeing Part 1, number 1. Oh, and then an image book called Domain. The Domain. This is the Domain number 2. So that was everything on the 14th of August. And then I got the books that I picked up on the 21st of August, which is this one first, Miles Morales, Spider-Man Annual number 1. And then there's Get Fury. What is that, number 4? Deadpool 5. Giant Size Thor number 1. And then there's Wolverine Revenge number 1. And it does have the red band blood spattered cover on it. And I did get 2 copies of that. There's another one somewhere. I think it might be right behind here. But I'm going to knock all these off if I'm not careful. I'll show a picture of it. And then the non-image books I got were Walking Dead, number 95. And then there's a couple books I got from the Discerning Reader rack here, which is called Stand Still, image book called Stand Still, which is number 1. Stand Still number 1. Try to keep these in order. If I can get pictures of them in order to show you. Oh, and then another horror book, which is Vault Comics. Something Crawled Out, number 1. And then another Dark Horse book, which is Nightclub, The Nightclub, which I believe is vampires. I think part of the first series, I think. Yeah, they're vampires. But this is Nightclub 2, and that's number 1. So, that is everything I got in the last 3 weeks. All right, so everything I got this Wednesday, which was the 28th of August, which was also my 31st wedding anniversary. So we got a big slab of ribs. But anyway, first thing I grabbed there was this. It's actually Marvel free preview, which is featuring Amazing Spider-Man number 61, which, see, now we're on 55. So this is a month out. And in the back is showing the West Coast Avengers number 1. It's got Ultron, Iron Man, Spider-Woman, Phoenix, War Machine looks like on there. But anyway, so that's just free previews. That takes up a lot of room. And the first thing I have here is Deadpool Team Up number 1, which what they're saying is this is going to be, Liefeld himself said this is going to be his last work. I mean, I think issue 3, he says it's going to be his last work in comics. So take that as you may. I don't know why he would just be quitting. I saw Dave from Collector's Comics. It's Comic Book Investments on YouTube. Can't think of his name. I know he's Collector's Comics on. He's got a website called Collector's Comics, and they do auctions. They do big auctions. I think they just had one just get over. But anyway, he did a whole video talking about Rob Liefeld and him leaving comics, supposedly, after issue 3 of this. So, and then I also got this Captain America number 12. And then Incredible Hulk Annual #1. He's fighting Thanos on the cover. And this is X-Men 3. And then Fantastic Four #24. And Venomverse Reborn #3. And then Phases of the Moon Knight #1. And then Chasm Curse of Cain #1. Keeping with the Spider-Man stuff, we have Amazing Spider-Man #56. He's fighting Tombstone. Joe Biden couldn't hold Spider-Man down. He only wears half his mask anymore. No. Anyway, it's actually Legacy. This would be the 900. This would be actually be Amazing Spider-Man 950 if they just kept the numbers going, I guess. But they had to change them. And then I have this Venom Separation Anxiety #4, right? Yeah, 4. And then I got this off. This was on the Marvel rack, but it's mixed with the. It's Marvel and 20th Century Fox, which just says Aliens versus Avengers #1. I love the aliens, so I wanted to check it out. Looks kind of cool. And then as far as the non-Marvel titles, this is Image Book, King Spawn #37. And then this is another Image Book, Spawn Kills Every Spawn. This is 2 of 5. Oh, and then there, this is a Boom Studios book, Berserker, The Lost Book of B, which that's what they call the Berserker if you haven't read these. And there is a Netflix show in the works. I'm not sure if it's a series, if it's live action, if it's animated or what. A movie. I think they're doing, I thought they were supposed to do both. Like a live action movie and a animated series. It was supposed to be a kind of an anime type art, I thought. Haven't heard much else about it. Kind of excited to see it. I've got a whole bunch of Berserker stuff. And if it comes out, I'll be putting some of that stuff up for sale, I'd say. And then I also got, which this was also in that rack where they have all the movie and Marvel stuff, or the movie and TV stuff. This is Blade Runner Tokyo Nexus. Which I think this is a Titan book, right? Titan Comics? Yes. Another Titan Comics. So that was everything in my pull box and a couple extra things I grabbed up. And here are the books that I did get from this Discerning Reader Rack. Okay, the first thing I got was this Image book called Convert #1. So that was a very interesting looking thing. The guy, little young looking guy coming out of a spacesuit. And these have had some pretty dramatic looking titles. I haven't really read their covers. I haven't really read this yet. The Dark Horse comic called The Butcher's Boy #4. And then these are all Image books. They're based on the old Universal monsters. And one of my favorites. I got all the Creature from the Black Lagoon ones. Oh, not all of them, but most of them. There's a couple of issues. They have variant covers that are hard to find. Hoping to find them maybe in some of these upcoming shows. But anyway, this is Frankenstein, issue 1, which is a classic looking cover there. And then kind of a freaky looking cover there. Frankenstein #1. Can't see who does this. It's gonna cool cover. Anyway, and then this is another issue of Frankenstein #1. So there you go. It's everything I picked up on New Comic Book Day in the month of August, which is a lot, really. So I think I grabbed some bags and boards one day. I forget, a couple weeks ago. But I believe that's everything I got there. So now I'm going to get all this stuff put out of the way. I'm going to open up this box. So stay right where you are. Don't change the channel.
10 hours later.
Okay, then. Let's open up these books that I had signed at Motor City Comic Con this year. It was March, I think, 16th, 17th, 18th of May at the what is it? What's it called? The Suburban Showcase. Let's see, what is it called? The Suburban Collection. No, not the collection. Anyway, it's a Suburban Show Place. It's in Novi, Michigan. It's where they've been having it for years. It's always a good show. I mean, it's a pretty good show. Usually have pretty good guests. There's going to be a whole bunch of crazy good guests this year. I'll have to go through that when I get some more info on it. Get the paper out of here. So, I have no idea what the grades are. A couple books I did not get signed. I just sent in to be graded through CBCS. Some of my bigger books that I wanted to get encapsulated and protected. With the pen over there so I don't have my camera over. Alright. Where do I start here? Hit a knife. Alright, we'll go right here. Alright. Alright. So there we go. Now I don't know what to do with that. I'll get that out of there when I get to it. So, okay, so this first one is one that I had signed. It's a celebrity signing. Off of here. Let's see, put it right there so we can see what the grade is. This is Battlestar Galactica 0, the Dynamite book. Had it signed by Katie Sackhoff. I met her there at the show. Got a shot of her there. She was a very nice lady. And let's see what we got here. 8.5. There's a big bend in that corner. These were supposed to be cleaned and pressed. I mean, I didn't expect, a 9.8 or anything. But I thought it might be in the 9s. So, there's that one. But it is signed by Katie Sackhoff. And then this is, Micronaut #1, signed by Joe Rubenstein. 5/18/2024. Micronaut #1, CBCS, yellow label. 8.0. Yeah, I thought these looked better than that. I mean, it does have a little bit of blunted corners. It's an old book. I'd have to look at the grader notes to see what's wrong with it, but first appearance of Arcturus. What was it, Arcturus? I know nothing about Micronauts. I know Bug was in on it. So we put this here without knocking it over. All right, here's the next one. This is a blue label, so I think I know what this is. Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of Ghost Rider. Now I knew this was a low-grade book, but I wanted to get it encapsulated because I've had it a long time. I've got it in a collection for free, basically. I think I bought a collection of approximately 300 books for $300, and this was one of them, I believe, that was in it. Plus, I got a couple of signed books. I got some pretty cool stuff out of it for $300. So anyway, this is a 2.0. I mean, so pretty much what I expected. I figured it might be between a 3.35. It's got a stamp on it. It's got corners missing. You know, I'm gonna move these out of here if I can do it without moving this. Set them here. But yeah, that's a cool book. I wanted to get it encapsulated. So let me try this one. This is Heroes for Hire number 1, which has got all the female heroes, Shang-Chi, and I forget that guy's name. Oh, and this is signed by Billy Tucci. I've got a couple books signed by Billy Tucci. So this came back 9.6. That's much better. So much. Get them pressed out better. There's like wrinkles in the cover. So I recommend you get your books pressed by a third party before you get them signed. Which I don't think I did with these. They all look pretty good, but I take my books to Amped Comics Cleaner. See Aaron. You can check him out here on Instagram. Contact him there. You can get him your books anywhere in the Southeast Michigan area. You know, get your books over to him. But you can meet him at a lot of these shows, a lot of the local shows. He's been setting up tables actually and taking in submissions for cleaning and pressing, and he's got a lot of nice books that he's selling. So, but I mean, that's a 9.6. It's not too bad. All right. Well, I'm going to do this one next, and then actually my biggest book, I think. This was kind of an impulse thing, but I was at the CBCS booth, which was the Lockwood Loot booth, where Cody was working, and they were selling a bunch of books there, and they had an artist there. Let me look at his name here. Garrett Gunn is the artist on this. And it is the Good Boy Director's Cut number 1. So it's a foil cover. I bought it right from the booth there, and I had it quadruple signed. Let's see what we got here. There we go, that 9.8. I bought that right from them. They had like 3 or 4. I picked the best one. But this is signed, witness signature by Garrett Gunn, which is up here. And then and he put a little FUA, which is supposed to go, I think, to Audra Olivia Lockwood, who drew this cover. And she signed it down here. And she put FUGG, which the last initials are their names, if you know what the FU might mean. And then I had it signed by, Christina Blanche, up here. No. Right here, where it says FTBOY, which is boop to the both of you. And then on the back, I had it signed by Cody Lockwood from Lockwood's Loot. And he wrote, "I have no idea what's going on." And he put his little signature with his little caricature down there. So, I haven't read these books. We checked them out. It's, of course, the homage to the Punisher, first Punisher, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 129. So, I mean, I thought it's pretty cool. It was kind of, we were joking around about it. And they were all there. So I had them all sign this. And then I got this one other book. And actually, I know it seems like it's been a while because these were signed in May. But what happened was I had Cody, fill out all the paperwork. I gave him my credit card, which is actually my Visa debit card, through my bank. And I didn't realize it. But after the show, I got a new debit card. and I guess I had a new number on it. I had to redo it, and then I realized something else that I had. It's like a recurring charge coming out of that account. I realized that it wasn't, that credit card was canceled. It was a different number. So I had to re-up that, and then I realized, because I got a notice saying these had been received at CBCS, and then I heard nothing. I forgot about it. I didn't really forget about it, but I wasn't concerned. I thought maybe Cody was getting updates. And then I went and checked, because I can go to CBCS. I have an account there, and they showed that they were on hold, and because the credit card information was wrong. That credit card had been canceled. So I had to update my credit card information. And boom, the next day, or 2 days later, I got a message saying, oh, we got your information, everything's cool. And it was going through the system, because they won't put it through the system. They don't charge it till they start and have received them. So anyway, I got it all through, and I mean, it was like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks after I updated my credit card information, and I got these books back. Okay, now here's one of my coolest books. I know what it is. I have no idea what the grade is. I think it should be a pretty good grade. I actually got this book in a mystery box from the Dorkeries. It was a Dorkeries mystery box. I think it was a $750 box. And they're giving away some big books. I forget what the big book was now. It's early Spider-Man. Oh, I forget. I've got a video. It was an early video a couple years ago. Actually, it's my most watched video. I think it's got like 1,100 views. But anyway, it shows everything I got. It was a big video because I got a book, and then I talked about collecting similar books later on. I talked about collecting similar books earlier in my life, and then later on I got one of those books too, which just kind of ruins the video for you. But I mean, it's kind of I did kind of a prediction. And I don't know if that's why it got so big, or it's because the Dorkeries promoted it. Because none of my other videos, I mean, I have one other one, I think. They might have 1,000. You know, get a couple that got 900 or 800. Most of them get maybe a couple hundred. My last was the one been getting like 40 or so. So I don't know what the deal is with that. They haven't been unboxings. They've just been weekly stuff. So anyway, let's see what this is. Because this, I know what the book is. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 59, right? 59, which is the first appearance of Mary Jane on the cover. And this was the big book in my mystery box. I think the other one of them, they had like 2 big books. I think one of them was the first annual, Spider-Man annual, which is the first Sinister Six. So anyway, this is the first Mary Jane on the cover. It was in really, really nice shape. I did have this cleaned and pressed by Aaron. I think. I'm not sure if I did or not, because it was in really good shape already. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I don't think it needed anything. Let's see what we got. A 6.5. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. It does have some spine ticks. It's got some damage around the staples. You know, it's an old book. What's it from? It's from 1966. April of 66 or 68. Hard to see. April of 68. But that's one of my nicest early Spider-Mans. Amazing Spider-Man 59. The early first appearance of Mary Jane on the cover. And there's my receipt here. Got my hair's on because it's very hot out. Should have checked that. I'll have to go turn that off in a second. But altogether, the CBCS costs were $230.40. All right, so that's pretty much everything I got there. I mean, I did pick up some books at that Motor City Comic Con. I'm not sure what they were. You can look back and see the video. It was in May. This was like the middle of May, so I'm sure I did a video right afterwards and showed the books I picked up. I probably showed these. I think I had pictures of these before they were signed. Appreciate you checking me out here. If you're stuck with me this long, I'd appreciate if you give me a like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am at 250 subscribers. I'm actually at 251. So I'm going to get set up to do my giveaway. I think I showed last week, or whatever it was a few days ago. I'm running a little behind on videos, but I'm going to get caught up. Like I said, it's getting close to hunting season. Cabin got crunched up north, so I'm trying to get that done. I got to get up there. I'm running late here today, so I may not even get up there until the morning. It is like 90 degrees here anyway, so it's going to be nasty at the cabin. So I may get up and leave early in the morning because I want to get my trailer up there, and I'm going to go back up next weekend. I got a bunch of wood to cut, stuff like that. Need to get my trail cut out to my tree stands is what I really wanted to get done this weekend. So I'm going to be doing my giveaway, my 250th subscriber giveaway. So make sure you subscribe, comment down below, let me know what's up, and I'm going to figure out what I can get here for a good, nice 9/8 slab. I'm going to give away a 9/8 slab for my customer appreciation or my subscriber appreciation. So I think that's pretty much everything I got here. Let me know what's going on with everybody else, and keep coming back here to my comic closet where we bring comics and comic collecting right out of the closet. So thank you.